Alrighty, so the part 2 banners are coming up very soon for Global and JP Dokkan, and a question that some of you might be having is how does the pity system work? Now, this is not a traditional pity system that Dokkan has on these where you just summon on the banners and then you go buy the character after, or you just get the character after a certain amount of multis, right? Typically in these gacha games, that's how this works. Dokkan has a bit of a different pity system, and in today's video, I'm going to try and simplify it and make sure that you understand exactly what you're doing for these part 2 banners so that way you don't make a mistake. So let me know down below what banner you guys are going to be summoning on, how many coins do you have, do you plan on actually being able to take advantage of this pity system, or do you not like it like me? So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing I need to do, I want to make sure that you guys understand that, unfortunately, a pity system is not meant to be your friend, right? It is not something that is supposed to just be like super easy to obtain, like they want to just hand these characters out, right? This is not their MO. This is just not how these gacha games work. You're going to have to summon a lot if you want to hit this pity system, right? Or if you want to obtain the ability to pity one of these characters. I just want to make sure that you guys know that, right? I'm not trying to, be like obnoxious about it or rude or anything, but like, unless you are somebody that literally has like a lot of these characters that you're pulling rainbowed and you can exchange them for coins, it's going to take a lot. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pity system before I explain the ins and outs. Now, what you can do, I guess we'll go back to the summon tab really quickly, is summon on these banners and get these specific coins right here, the Dokkan Festival Coin 10th Anniversary. So if you summon on the Vegito banner, you are going to be getting red coins. If you summon on the Dual Carnival, you are going to be getting teal coins. You can see right here, I have 183 on this banner, and then I have 172 on this banner. So in total, that's what, 355, I think, if I can math. So right now I have 355 total pity coins between the banners. Now, why do I say total, right? You could be asking yourself, like, Vil, you've been summoning on both of the banners and you're not even close to the number required. Well, let me go ahead and explain that for you now. So what do you need to do in order to pity one of these characters? You need to obtain 500 of these coins. Now, that sounds like a lot, and it is, but with these, right, I want to explain that it's not as bad as it looks. It's going to take a lot, but it's not like this crazy unobtainable number or anything like that. So if you're somebody who has, been listening to the advice of myself and others, and you saved a lot of your stones, you had like well over 1,000 going into the anniversary, you should be more than okay to pity a character by the end of this, right? Or even if you don't hit pity, it's not the end of the world. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Well, what you can do is buy one of the characters for 500 coins. Now you can see that is not the only option here. What we can do is convert these red coins over to carnival coins. So just for an example, I'm going to convert my carnival coins over to red coins. So now what I can do, I can summon on the carnival banner and then use those coins and convert them over to red coins. So you can see now I have 355 to use on this banner. And if I want to go back and forth, I can do that. There's no punishment. There's no fee. You can just continue to do this over and over and over again. Now, one thing you need to make absolute sure of, right? This is the most important part from this video. Do not convert to regular coins unless you're in some crazy scenario where you literally don't need any of the characters, you rainbowed every single character during the anniversary, and you have leftover coins for some reason. Do not convert these to regular. It is signified by the rainbow border around the coin, or like the colorful banner, that these are going to say the specified coin, right? So in parentheses as well, it also says 10th anniversary. So you want to make sure that you are going back, and if you're going back and forth, you are using the proper ones. So what I'm going to do is convert the amount that I had so it's back to the way I had it. So I had 172 of these and 182 of those. So now I'm back to where I had it, right? So you can go back and forth an unlimited amount of times between the banners, deciding on which character you want to pity between these. So in total, across all 4 banners, you need to spend a total of 2,500 stones or potentially less, because what you can do is exchange characters for extra coins if you have that version rainbowed already. This is a feature they added in a little under 4 years ago. And what I can do potentially is click one of these characters. So if I unfilter it, you can see I have a bunch of characters here that I could potentially exchange for a coin if they were rainbowed, right? Or for 3 coins if they were rainbowed. So for an example, this Krillin in 18, I actually do have enough to rainbow. I just haven't gotten to Dokkan Awakening them yet because I'm super lazy. But if I wanted to, that's why I have them locked. At some point, I'm going to exchange them for coins. So each one of these characters, if I have them rainbowed already, is going to be counting for 3 coins. So if you are somebody, like I said, that's in the mid game to the end game, you have a lot of these characters rainbowed, you can exchange these as you're doing your multis, and it's going to help alleviate some of that pressure, because every 3 characters basically that you pull that that have that option is essentially just another multi, right? So on JP during the Worldwide Download Celebration, when they introduced this, I was able to pity a copy of the Super Saiyan Trio in about 17 or 1800 stones, just because I was able to exchange so many of the SSRs into coins. So keep that in mind. Now, one of the questions you might be asking is, Vil, am I going to be able to use these on the Part 2 banners? And with that, I am very happy to say yes. You're going to be able to use these coins on any one of the banners, right? And it's not going to make a difference. You're going to be able to exchange them and then pity whatever one you want, right? It's not going to count as a Part 1 coin and a Part 2 coin. It is going to count as Dokkan Festival and Carnival still, but they are still going to be special 10th anniversary coins. So you're going to be able to exchange them back and forth, and you can do that as many times as you need to, and then you can make sure that you can pick up the character that you want. So here in a little bit next week, when Gogeta and then Gohan and Goku and Frieza drop, there's going to be more options here, and you're going to be able to go back and forth and buy one copy of whatever you want. Now with this pity system, obviously there does come a bit of a caveat. This is just meant to alleviate those who got super unlucky. This is not meant to be like an easy way to acquire the characters. So let me answer a few questions that you might have. Still, can I exchange my regular coins into Carnival coins? No. So if we go over here, and you can see right now I have 550 red coins, I cannot exchange these over into regular coins. But what I can do, or into Carnival coins, but what I could do, or special coins, I'm sorry, there's so many coins in the game now. But what I can potentially do is exchange these coins into regular red coins. So let's just say the anniversary didn't have a second part, for an example, right? I already am content with the level that my Tech Vegito is at, so I no longer need to acquire a character with the red coins. So what I could either do is convert them into the Carnival coins and make sure that we are good and I could buy one of these, or what I could do is just straight up convert these to red and then just kind of throw them back to where I need to be. If you were a whale and somebody who's going to rainbow all the characters, this is more than likely what you'd be doing anyway. You would just toss those over, or what you do is keep them and then buy that 5th copy with the coins, right? A lot of different things that you could do. So when you're doing that, just make sure you know that your regular coins cannot be converted to these, but you can convert these to regular at the end of the anniversary if you do not reach that number to hit pity. But like I said, if you save your stones, you should be good to go. On top of that, the anniversary usually gives out a little bit over 1,000 stones. So if you were somebody that saved, you still have stones to farm, you should be good to go. So sort of an overview here. Who you should pity just comes down to what you feel is the most appropriate choice, right? I don't think in any situation you should be using your pity coins on this Evolution Blue Vegeta, because he is a tier below both of these other two LRs, right? This is a guy who you should just wait, and then if you really want to pick him up, you should just use your regular coins when he comes back, right? I think summoning on this banner or using pity coins is just not worth it. But you could just say, to the counter argument is, if you were going to use coins, what you could just do is use these special ones, but I don't know. I'd rather just like not get this character with pity coins. I think it would be better to just buy like a copy of one of the other ones rather than continuing to summon on the banner than pitying a copy of this guy, Evolution Blue Vegeta. But the other two, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegito, both other good options. So keep that in mind. The last thing I need to mention before I let you guys go here is the concept of the free multis, right? Now, with the free multis, you need to remember that these are not going to be counting to your coins. So if you pull a character that you have rainbowed and you're like, what the hell, I have him rainbowed, why can't I exchange him for coins? It's because you pulled him on a free multi. So that is why, and you're also just not, you just can't acquire coins from those because Dragon Stones were not spent to get them. So that's just not how the system tracks. Otherwise, it would be a little bit, I don't want to say too easy, but it would be a whole lot easier for you guys to acquire the characters from the pity system if you did get those extra free multis, because if that was the case, they just wouldn't give it out at all if it made it easy, because spoiler alert, they're trying to make it hard to pull these characters on purpose. They don't want to just like, you know, we went 10 years without having this system basically, but now that we do have it, it's here, but it's not perfect. So just something I figured I would explain, as long as you guys can understand how this is going to work, everything that you need to know about the pity system, this is going to be sort of your one-stop shop for it. So to give you a sort of summary before I let you guys go, here's what you need to know, right? The roundup, right? You are going to be getting coins for every multi that you do, except for the free ones. You can exchange the coins from back and forth between the banners, and then it's going to cost you a total of 500 in order to pick up a copy. Therefore, if you have literally no characters rainbowed, it's going to cost you 2,500, but for the case of most players, it is going to cost you less than 2,500 just due to exchanging rainbowed SSRs for extra coins. Now, The last thing, you can buy characters from part 1 or part 2 with these coins. They're still going to count. You don't need to summon on the part 2 banners to get coins for part 2. You can do that from summoning on the part 1 banners and vice versa. So let me know down below what you guys think. Are you going to be pitting a character? Who do you plan on picking up with these coins if you are going to? And if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all in the next one.